Hello, I'm Assistant Professor Sanjay Mati, MCA Department, ISMR, Negri, Pune. In this video, we are going to see the components of Python. In the previous video, already we have seen the introduction to Python and the use of Python in day-to-day life. So first of all, we'll see the comments. After that, we'll see the implicit line joinings, implicit line joining, explicit line joining. Then we'll see the indentation, how we can indent, or what is the purpose of indent in Python programming. Then we'll see the keywords in Python programming. And at the last, we will see the reserved classes for the identifiers. So let's see first comments. Why we need the comments? So we need the comments for writing the text which is helpful for the programmer to understand the code. Comment is nothing but the part or the text or the line which is not going to be executed. It only helps to understand that particular code. Comment we can give the comment in the Python using the hash character. That is not the part of string literal and ends at the end of the physical line. Once we given the hash, that particular comment will be started and it will end till the line completes. We can have the single line comment, we can have the multiple line comment. If you want to give the single line comment, start that line with first character of the new line with hash. Then that whole line is considered as a comment, which is not going to be executed. Same way, if you want to write the multi-line comment, so please give hash at the beginning of each and every line. So here I have shown you multi-line comment. So this is a multi-line comment, I am giving the hash. You are having one more option that using the triple quotes, you can write the string and that is treated as a multi-line comment as well. So this is the way. The another way of doing it is a triple quote. This is a multi-line comment in Python using triple quotes. So this is also one way to, this is nothing but you are creating one string and that is also treated as comment in the Python. So it is very common thing that whenever you are writing the expression, it may happen that the expression may be extended or goes to the second line or third line if your expressions are too long. In that case, we can join these two expressions or these two lines or make it these two lines as one expression. Because in the Python, whenever you are going to the next line, the expression is terminated. That is, we are not giving here semicolon for each statement. One line is treated as one statement. So if you want to write expression within the two, three lines, for that we can use explicit line joining or implicit. So here we are joining the two lines with the slash. So here I have shown you the example that here I am writing one if condition, but I want to write that if condition in two, three lines. Or here I have taken the four lines for writing that if condition. So first of all, here I am checking the date. If year is less than 1900 and greater than 210 and month is less than or equal to 1 and greater than or less than or equal to 12. And now I want to write more condition, but here I am writing the slash and I am writing the second condition on the second line. Again, I want to continue that same condition with on the third line also. So again, I am writing here slash and then again continue with the third line. Then this way you can write one expression or one statement in on two, three lines. Once you have completed that whole expression, you can write your colon. Here I am giving the condition and then I am writing this return one. If this condition is true, then it will return one. So here we have maintained the indentation. I will explain you that indentation in the next slide. This is what the explicit. So we can have the implicit line of joining also. So for the implicit line joining, we don't need to have or no need to write the slash, that is backslash. We can only include this our expression within the brackets, either the round brackets, either the curly bracket or the square bracket. So here I am writing the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I want to write the second or the statement on the second line. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. So I am including my whole expression in the bracket. Then it is treated as a again one expression which is split into different or multi lines. So here we no need to have the slash for continuing the expression. So this is the second way of writing the expression on multi-line. Indentation. So indentation is very important part of the Python. Using indentation, we can tell computer or we can tell the interpreter which statements are considered in that block or which statement should not be considered under that block. So this is what the way of here we are not using the curly braces, opening curly brace and closing curly brace. Using this indentation, the program becomes more clear and more understandable, and it is very clean or more readable. That is what the advantage of this Python. So you can write the code without curly braces in the Python. So here I have given one example that here block 1 starts. Under the block 1, under that condition, I want to execute the second block. So I am giving the indentation. Indentation you can give from the left side. You can either you can use single space or a tab. But you should maintain that. If there is a next statement with the less indentation to the left, then it just means that the end of the previous block. If you are not maintaining the indentation, then it will treat it as the next block. So I am having one example so that will explain you clear what is indentation. So here I am having one function. This is what the function you are defining in the Python, how you are writing the Python. So under this function, I want to write the code. So here I am writing the name of the function and I have given the tab and then I am writing the code. Now once I am giving the tab means what? These lines are under this function. So if statement, I have writing if statement. But after writing the if statement, I want to include one statement which is inside the if. If that condition is true, then only it need to be executed. So again, I am giving the indentation and I am writing the return. So this return will be inside the if. Now here I am not giving the indentation. So here R is not under the if condition. It is under the function. For is not again the if condition, this block. This is under the particular block that is a function for. I so here I am writing one for loop and under this for loop I want to write some statements. So for that I need to again give the indentation from this for loop to this. Now this S is equal to this and P is equal to this. All these are again the for. So all these statements which are this are under this for. So this is what the indentations. So return R is not under the for block. So in this way, without putting curly braces, we can include the statements in particular block. So in this, we have not maintained the indentation and therefore it will give you, or it will provide you the wrong output or error. So your def, you are not giving the indentation under the def, again for, and then return is under again for, it is considered. So this is not proper way of, this indentation is not done properly. So same code here we have written without indentations. So logically it is again wrong. It may be executed or may not be executed. If it will be executed, you will get definitely the wrong result. So here you are having the identifiers and keywords. Identifiers are nothing but the variable name or the function name or the class name, the name which you are giving for the variables for the storage. So the valid character for the identifiers are uppercase, lowercase, you can use uppercase, you can use lowercase, A to Z or underscore, except you cannot start with the first letter or first character with the integers. So integers are also available to write in the variable name. Identifiers are limited, unlimited in the length of the identifier is not having the limit in this Python. But it is very case sensitive. Means small ABCD and capital ABCD both are different variable names. Yeah, we can see that, and if you want to write or if you want to create the variable or identifier name, we can use small abcd, capital abcd, you can use the underscore, and you can use the digit as well. But only the case that you cannot use digit at the first character or first letter of your variable name or identifier. What are the keywords? The keywords are nothing but one predefined meaning in the programming language, which we cannot use as an identifier, or which we cannot use to give the name to the variables. It is having more an important meaning or having the predefined meaning in the Python. So here we are having false, await, else, import, pass, raise, return, try, while, with, yield. All these are the 35 keywords which are present in the Python. So we cannot use these words for giving the name, and it is having its own meaning. When the interpreter identifies this type of word, it will take or it will treat it as a special. Statements and expressions. So you can write the expressions, you can write the statements in the Python. So what is statement? Statement is an instruction that the Python interpreter can execute. Python program consists of sequence of statements. Statements are everything that can make up a line. In the line, whatever you're writing, that is nothing but the statement. You can write two, three statements in one line by giving the semicolon as well. If I'm writing 8 plus 2, so this is nothing but one statement, and it will be added 8 plus 2 and you will get the result, that is 10. Z is equal to 1. This is again one statement. You are storing 1 in the Z variable. So how we can create the variable? Or what are the conditions? What are the rules? What are the guidelines to create the variables? Variables are nothing but the placeholder, or you're storing the value in the variables. There is a one storage, and for that storage we are giving the name, and the name is nothing but the variable name. The program can use this assign and modify during the course of execution. So we can change that variable, we can change the value of that variable. So how we can create the variable? You can write directly number is equal to 10. No need to write the data type. You will get the variable of that type. Class is equal to MCA first year. So here you are assigning the string to that particular class variable. We are assigning the 10 as a number to that number variable. So we no need to have the data type. You can write the variable name and you will get the assign the value directly. This is called a dynamic. What are the rules? Variable can consist of any number of letters and underscores and digits. Variable should not start with the number. What are the, we have already discussed that. Python keywords are not used or not allowed, and the variable name are case sensitive. Computer and the small capital computer C with the computer are two different variables. Guidelines. These are the certain ways we can create the variables which helps the programmer to understand the code. And this is very, it is not mandatory to use this, but it is suggested. Python variable use lowercase letter with the words separated by the underscore. We can separate the two words with this underscore as a necessity to improve the readability, like what's up, how are you. So these type of things you can do with the, you can create the variable like this. So it is a meaningful and it is readable. We cannot give the spaces in between the variable name. It is treated as two different tokens, so it is not allowed. Avoiding the name variable where the first character is an underscore. So underscore is allowed, but these are used for the library functions and other programming languages also. So we are avoiding to write the underscore before the variable name. Ensure the variables are descriptive and clear enough. So we can make it descriptive by using the underscore. How we can assign the values to the variable. Number is equal to 10, you assign the integer. Name is equal to Rahul, you assign the string to the variable. Then your height is equal to 6.2, you assign the float value to the variable. So we are going to see the different types of data types in the way Python, but here we are only, I am showing you how we are assigning the values to the variable. So here if I enter number 10, so you will get the value 10 because 10 is stored in that particular number variable. Name, in that the name is stored Rahul, so Rahul will be printed. And height, in this case it will printing the 6.2. Comments, components of the Python, the next part is string. Means what? Whenever you are storing the value in the variable, and after some time we can again reassign the different value in that variable. We can store another data type in that variable. That is what the thing. That is very good quality of the Python. So number is equal to 10. Here I am storing the integer in that number. But after using number, I want to store the string in that number. So you can write number is equal to 10 in single quote. Now here I am storing the string in the same variable. The data type gets changed and you are printing 10. So you can use same variable for storing the different data types as well. You can assign one value or a is equal to b is equal to c is equal to 10. So this is also one statement, one type of statement we can write in the Python. So here you are assigning 10 to a, b and c. You can cast. So if you want x into that, you want to store the string 3, then you need to write str in the bracket and you write 3. If you're writing x is equal to 3, it will be assigned the integer, but I want to store it as a string, so I will write str and I will store it as a string. If I want to store 3 as an integer in the y, so you can write int. If you're not writing it, it is better, but if you want, you can cast it. This is called as casting. Now here I want to store the float value of 3.0 in the z. So if you write z is equal to 3 only, so it will store the integer. But I want to store the float value that is 3.0. Either you can write z is equal to 3.0 or float in bracket you can write 3. And you will get the type of that data type also. So if I'm storing x is equal to 5, y is equal to John, and I want to know the value, what is the data type stored in this x, so you can directly get it that using your type function. Print type x, it will print you the int. If you're writing print type y, it will give you the string. So in this way, you will get the data type from that particular variable name. Global variables. So global variables are the variables which are defined outside the function. Actually, we are going to see the function, but here as we are discussing the variable, therefore in short I will tell you what is the global variable. Global variables are created outside the functions and can be used within the function or outside the function also. So here I am declaring one x is equal to awesome, and I am using that same x in the print Python in that, and so here I am having one function, my function, and under that I am using x, and I am saying I can use that x outside as well. If you are defining the function or if you are declaring one variable in the function, then that is called as local variable. So that cannot be used outside the functions. Thank you. Thank you very much. In the next video, we are going to see the operators and the Python.